Hello and welcome. You're watching Market Express and I'm Aditya Rao. This is a bit-sized wrap of all the news and market action today. Let's get straight into the show with some market updates. Benchmarks end the day higher for third straight session and Nifty ends above 23,300 mark, whereas Sensex ends above 77,000 mark. Broader markets outperform. Sectoral action mixed on Dalal Street. Most sectoral indices end in green and PSU banks jump over 2%, followed by Nifty Bank, Metals, Realty and Oil and Gas. On the losing side was IT index down 0.6%. This was followed by FMCG, Pharma and Consumer Durables. The Cabinet shortly earlier approves the setting up of 8th Central Pay Commission, and this will soon appoint the chairman. Additionally, in a major push for the space sector, and the Cabinet approves the launch of third launch pad at Satish Dhawan Space Centre. L&T Tech is reacting to a strong set of Q3 numbers. This is while investors have given a thumbs up to the performance and brokerages are not impressed. Macquarie maintains underperformed stance for the company and anticipates challenges for the mobility segment. Citi maintains sell stance and has cut target to 4,435 rupees. Even Citi is not excited about the mobility segment that is expected to show muted growth. UBS has come out with a note on telecom sector. Upgrades Indus Tower to a buy highlights the upgrade on solid free cash flow yield and visible growth on higher dividends. And for Vodafone Idea, UBS maintains the buy stance on the company. This is on the back of relief measures from the Government of India. For Bharti Airtel, UBS maintains neutral stance, says tariff hike will aid Q3 performance as FY26 tariff hike expectation is aggressive. HDFC Life is another stock reacting to a good set of numbers. Brokerage has given a thumbs up to the company's Q3 performance. Bernstein maintains an outperformance, citing HDFC Life's inline performance, and margins were stronger subsequently due to higher product level margins. Goldman Sachs maintains a buy stance, says the company is on the track to deliver mid-teen VNB growth. UBS maintains a neutral stance and highlights positive surprise from VNB margins, and Citi says that investment in agency and smaller markets is likely to aid the growth. Says there are no concerns around any reduction in sales volumes of insurance products. Sugar companies rally in the anticipation of an ethanol price hike. The government aims to achieve the ethanol blending target of 20% by 2025-26. And as of September 30th, 2024, the blending rate was 16%. Government is encouraging ethanol blending to reduce dependency on the imported fuel. Trent is another stock in focus. On the back of Kotak downgrade, the Kotak says that Zudio has too many stores in select urban pockets, and additionally Westside stores additions disappoint, and Star Bazaar store additions have been below expectations. Bernstein has a positive stance on internet companies, hails 2024 performance of the companies, and Bernstein continues to expect strong performance in 2025, with quick commerce most preferred subsector. Staying with internet companies, CLSA adds Zomato to high conviction performance list. CLSA raises target price to 400 from 370 rupees earlier. As per CLSA, the recent stock correction offers a great opportunity to buy. Expects the quick commerce profit pool to expand rapidly over the next 3 years. Aluminium stocks shine on the back of global tailwinds from China production and potential import from European Union. Garuda construction stock takes off, soars 7% on the back of an order win from Gorakhpur Development Authority in Uttar Pradesh. The order is worth 1,087 crore rupees, and this takes the total order book value of the company to 2,830 crore rupees. Remember, this is the largest ever order win for Garuda Construction, and the company would build an international convention center spread over 24 lakh square feet with a seating capacity of 5,000 people. Divi's Lab stocks rises on the back of development in drug enters store. Novartis loses emergency bid to block Entersto generic in US. Novartis said MSN was preparing to launch the generic today. Man Industries stock advances after the company informs the board to consider proposal for raising funds. The board will meet on January 18th and the company's board will consider proposal for raising funds by the way of issue of securities on preferential basis. Man Industries is a leading manufacturer and exporter of large diameter carbon steel line and pipes of various high pressure transmission applications for gas, crude oil, petrochemical products and potable water. Gensol Engineering shares rally on strategic tie-up in EV space with Refex Green Mobility. The strategic tie-up is for the transfer of 2,997 electric four-wheelers of Gensol Engineering to Refex Green Mobility. This is a step towards strengthening sustainability mobility solutions in India. Nazara Tech is a stock that is rising on the back of company's proposal to consider fundraise on January 20th. Additionally, the company's arm, Fusebox Games, signs a pact with Benny J. Wrights. The deal is to develop and launch Big Boss interactive fiction game. In a major update, e-commerce company Delivery launches a rapid commerce a 2-hour delivery service. The faster delivery is to fulfill the increasing demand for faster order deliveries by the consumers. The service, launched first in Bengaluru, has already started up and processing over 300 orders every day. The service is for direct-to-consumer brands, retailers, and e-commerce brands. MK upgrades Paytm to buy with a target of 1,050 rupees, and MK says that early path to profitability will drive re-rating of the stock. Says strong merchant franchise will drive payments and lending revenue. MK hails the company's improving operational revenue, treasury income, and cost optimization. CEAT stock slips into the slow lane today following Q3 performance. The company's revenue growth is driven by replacement demand. Higher raw material costs hit the company's EBITDA margins, and whereas the CEAT's original equipment manufacturing demand falls in Q3. Cabinet's appointment committee clears the appointment of MD and CEO of 2 public sector banks. Ashok Chandra has been appointed as the MD and CEO of Punjab National Bank, whereas Vinod Kumar has been appointed as the MD and CEO of Indian Bank. Both these appointments are for 3 years. In an update in the Meta versus CCI case, the NCLT will decide on Meta's stay application on January 23rd. In November 2024, CCI imposed a penalty of 213 crore rupees on Meta. CCI's action was based on how the policy was implemented. User data collection and sharing of other Meta companies was under purview as well. Apart from the penalty, CCI issues seize and detest directives against the collected user data. Defense Ministry inks a 2,960 crore pact with Bharat Dynamics. The order is for medium-range surface-to-air missiles for Indian Navy. Bharat Dynamics is a public sector undertaking under the Defense Ministry. As of December 2024, government held 74.93% stake in the Defense PSU. Hindenburg Research has announced the plans to disband just days before Donald Trump takes over as the US president for the second time. The announcement comes after the company faced regulatory heat from the SEC. Remember, the reports that Hindenburg published has allegations against the Adani Group leading to investor losses in the market. Interestingly, though the Hindenburg founder did not mention a specific reason for the decision to shut down, it comes before President Biden's term ends and Donald Trump takes over. The US market regulator, Securities and Exchange Commission, has been cracking down on short sellers, and with Trump taking over as the President of the United States this month, the scrutiny might only intensify. Minda Corp acquires Flash Electronics for 1,372 crore rupees. The partnership intends to expand the product offerings of both the companies. The partnership will leverage existing portfolios and it will create a comprehensive range of EV solutions. Flash has 8 manufacturing plants across India, Germany, and Hungary. The acquisition would be completed on or before January 31st, 2025. Intellect Design signs a pact with Confinza to leverage data for streamlined targeted risk assessment. Intellect AI, the the InsurTech business unit of Intellect Design Arena that offers AI solutions partners with Confinza. The pact will transform the submission and quoting process, and Confinza's unique value proposition in the market provides a detailed insight into the business and its operations. Amazon is set to acquire Indian fintech firm Axio. Axio was formerly known as the Capital Float, and the deal finalized in December following due diligence now awaits regulatory approvals. Axio, the fintech company, has assets under management worth 2,200 crore rupees. Additionally, the company has a gross NPA of 3%. Vande Bharat sleeper train completes Mumbai-Ahmedabad trial run. However, the Railway Board is yet to decide its deployment route. According to reports, the final certificate will be given by the Research and Design Standards Organization. The RDSO is supervising these trials after which the train will be evaluated by the Railway Safety Commissioner at its maximum speed. Vertical theme and investment firm and Alliance Bank's top investor is likely to weigh stake sale to DBS. If the deal goes through, DBS may consider raising its stake in Alliance to up to 49% via voluntary partial general offer. A deal for Alliance would give DBS a foothold in Malaysia. Remember, Singaporean rivals already have an established presence in Malaysia. Dairy company Milky Mist kicks off the IPO process. Reports say that the company picks JM Financial, IIFL Capital Services, formerly known as IIFL Securities, and Access Capital as bankers for its IPO. However, development is yet to be confirmed by the company or the bankers. With an expanding product portfolio, Milky Mist will now further grow presence into the north, west and other parts of the country. This will give Amul, a dominant player in this space, a run for its money. A public market listing will help boost its presence and visibility as it looks to taper new markets. To facilitate ease of compliance and understanding of taxpayers, CBDT rationalizes rates and made them uniform from majority of assets. This is a major step ahead of the union budget. Bharat Rashtra Samiti Working President K.T. Rama Rao appears before the Enforcement Directorate. This is in connection with the alleged irregularities in Formula E race case. Rao was earlier asked to appear on January 7th. However, he was given time till January 16th on ED's request. Singapore President arrives in Delhi, marking his first official trip to India as President. The visit concedes The visit coincides with the celebrations of 60 years of diplomatic relations between the two countries. President Thurman's visit is expected to provide further momentum to the bilateral relations. Prime Minister Modi has recently hailed the progress made in the bilateral cooperation in the multitude of forward-looking areas. India has joined the club of autonomous in-space docking after the Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO, successfully docks SpaceX satellites. Space docking experiment of SpaceX is an achievement in its as it positions India alongside the US, Russia and China in mastering its critical space technology. The achievement sets the stage for future missions like Chandrayaan-4 and Gaganyaan. Several parts of Delhi witnessed mild rainfall today in the morning. This improved the air quality of the national capital to very poor category. The city woke up to a dense fog and cold weather conditions still persist. Indian Meteorological Department issued a yellow alert for Delhi this morning, and as many as 29 trains and several freight operations were affected due to the poor visibility. Last night, actor Saif Ali Khan got stabbed multiple times in his Bandra house. He was rushed to the Leelavati hospital and he is now undergoing a surgery. In an attempted burglary, the intruders struck Saif 6 times, and nearly 12 hours after the life-threatening attack, Mumbai police have identified the suspect and are yet to confirm. This is as per NDTV. After 15 months of raging war, Israel and Hamas reaches a ceasefire deal. The ceasefire will be structured in 3 phases: a complete ceasefire withdrawal of Israel forces from Gaza and the release of hostages. Outgoing US President Joe Biden gave a brief outgoing of Oval Office speech. In his speech, Biden touted his achievements in steering the US economy out of the deep crisis inflicted by the COVID-19 pandemic. He said he had made the nation's alliances aboard stronger. The Biden administration lifted sanctions on 3 Indian entities, India Rare Earths, IGCAR and BARC, to enhance energy and tech cooperation with India. Meanwhile, 11 Chinese entities were added to the entity list for actions against US interests, underscoring evolving partnerships. Los Angeles has been waiting for dangerous winds to drop and give a much-needed break to weary firefighters still struggling to snuff out deadly fire blazes. More than a week after the fire fanned the hurricane force began destructive march that has left 24 people dead and large areas of the city in ruins. Weather forecasters said this may be in sight. Phuket grapples with rising garbage, plastic bottles and beer cans litter in the sea around Phuket, while garbage piles up across the island. Trucks and tractors move over landfill, handling and 1,000 tons of waste daily. Hong Kong's government is exploring options to raise taxes on the city's highest earners for the 2nd straight year to plug shortfalls in its budget, as per the Bloomberg. The idea was floated during the consultation with members. The Indian women's Kho-Kho team secured its place in the quarterfinals after an overwhelming win against Iran by 84 points. The women in blue dominated proceedings from the opening seconds to fix their position atop their group, and as they scored 116 at Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium. Barcelona sealed its Copa del Rey quarterfinals with a 5-1 victory over Real Betis. Players like Gavi, Julius Condé, Raphinha, Ferran Torres and Yamal made it to the scoreboard. Ram Charan and Kiara Advani's game changer opened with a massive 51 crore, surpassing Pushpa 2. Despite crossing 112.76 crore in 6 days, collections dipped from 10 crore on day 5 to rupees 6.61 crore on day 6, signaling slowing momentum. And that's a wrap on Market Express today. Stay tuned to NDTV Profit. There is more left on the and stay updated.